Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at Fabius Bile. We have a rules preview dropped by the Warhammer community team the other day, and I thought we'd take a look at it, look at all the cool little stats he's got, and just talk about Fabius, because War of the Spider is coming on pre-order this Saturday, and there's a lot of people that are looking forward to some of the new Deathguard stuff, of course Fabius stuff, and for me, the Custody stuff that's going to be in there as well. So the article opens up on who is Fabius Bile, or as I like to call him, Mr. Fabulous Bill, because this guy is an absolute legend. I've always hated heretics. I have to put this down. You know, heretics is not for me. I am core Imperium. I am loyalist, that kind of stuff. But when I read the Fabius Bile books, the Primogenitor and the Clone Lord, and the next one that's coming out, Manflayer, which is also going to be dropping with the pre-orders and stuff, I actually started to really like Fabius and his story. Fabius despises chaos. He despises what his Primarch became. He despises what his Legion became. Fabius is off doing his own thing, and in there I gave him a little bit of mutual respect for what he's trying to achieve. He's making like the Glanhounds, like the next tier of evolution as he sees it and stuff like that. His character is twisted, tormented, with a load of things, like, you know, his body's basically dying, and he's trying to cure himself, clone himself, everything like that that's involved with him. It's a really great story that makes you actually feel sorry for this character who is so twisted and so demented. It's very strange. It also mentions in this article about War of the Spider. It says War of the Spider sees Fabius being chased by the Deathguard after stealing an ancient device from them. That was mentioned in the short story that we got, I think it was like a month ago now or something like that. At the same time, he's being tracked down by agents of the Imperium. That, of course, the Adeptus Custodes, it is the Assassins, the Sisters of Silence, but all as they enter the Spider's web, the Hunter may soon become the hunted. So it looks like Fabius may be setting up a trap. We do know he's at Cadia trying to do certain things. We don't know what. Hopefully this book will open us up into like what his bigger plan is, because Fabius doesn't go anywhere unless he has a plan or unless he wants something out of it. So there's definitely something big at Cadia or around Cadia that Fabius wants. So before we get into the rules, just a little look at the model one more time. We've all seen it now. We all see what Fabius looks like. There was a lot of talk if Fabius is going to get anything else in this book. When I say anything else, like he's going to get Glanhounds. I'm sure someone's going to say Fabius Bile Tags, who regularly visits the streams. But all in all, this is just what we're getting. Fabius, this is it. Maybe something in the future. If there's an Emperor's Children Codex coming soon, maybe, I don't know. I would love an Emperor's Children Codex that could confirm the return of Fulgrim, maybe a new Lucius model, new Noise Marines and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot of Emperor's Children fans out there that would want that kind of love, like what the Deathguard have got and the Thousand Sons has got. But until then, it's just Fabius, really, and this is all we're getting. Sorry, not just Fabius. Fabius and his little assistant. That's all we're getting. If we go to his rules, so first thing, here's his base stats. So movement 6, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 3+, strength is 4, toughness is 4, wounds are 5, attacks are 4, leadership is 9, and save is a 3+. I'm surprised by the ballistic skill. I would have thought that would have been 2+. I don't know, just characters and stuff like that, and save. I would have thought that Fabius would have had a 2+ save, but that could be because he gets something cooler on his character, which we'll talk about in a second. Well, firstly, let's look at his Rod of Torment. Giggity goo. So range is melee, type is melee, strength is +1, AP is -1, and damage is D3. So this is putting you up to strength 5 with Fabius, but it says abilities. When resolving an attack made with this weapon against a vehicle unit, it has a damage 1 characteristic. So you can't get the D3 damage against vehicles. You can only get that against, infantry units and stuff like that. But that does put you up to strength 5, as I said. And when it comes to stabbing people or like chopping people apart or doing like little spider things, it's all about the Children. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Range is melee, type is melee, strength 4 on this, AP -2, and damage is 1. But the abilities on this is when the bearer fights, it can make 3 additional attacks with this weapon. So all in all, you are doing 7 attacks if you're fighting with the Children. But it also has a nice little bonus on this as well. So it says when Fabius Bile would lose a wound, roll 1d6 on a 5+. That wound is not lost. In addition, at the start of each of your turn, Fabius Bile regains D3 lost wounds. So technically, if the dice gods are with you and Fabius receives a little bit of a damage, you can get those wounds back. For me as a player, I'm probably wanting to kill Fabius outright But of course, characters hid behind people. If you do get in there, then you are looking to kill him. But if you don't kill him, then he's definitely getting D3 wounds back, and he can probably start hitting you very, very hard with some of his melee weapons, and of course, whoever's around him as well, if there's anyone around him. But I do really like that. I think that's a really, really cool thing. So, you know, you can avoid losing a wound, and if you do lose wounds at the start of each round, D3 lost wounds back. And if you, again, like I said, if you have the dice gods on your side, a nice 3 wounds back on your character. And when we look at his little assistant, he actually can come in handy, actually quite a lot. This is called Another Pair of Hands, and it says, if Fabius Bile is accompanied by a Surgeon Acolyte, which is his little buddy, after rolling the D3 for the Enhanced Warriors ability, which we'll look at in a second, you can add or subtract 1 to that roll, and it says, e.g. a D3 roll result of a 3 could be a roll of a 2 or a 3. If the Surgeon Acolyte is destroyed, it is ignored for the purposes of morale tests. And down below here now is actually the little chart. Now, if you have this little person with you, it looks, but for me, I would say you're always looking to get a 2, because you can subtract and you can add to it. So if you are like getting the D3 rolls and you are getting 2s and stuff like that, then you can either add any of them on there. So, you know, if you can add 1 strength, 1 toughness, 1 attacks. Of course, if you get like a 1, you can only go with 1 or 2. If you go with a 3, you can only go with 3 or 2. So again, if the dice gods are on your side and you're always getting 2s, you can basically choose to add 1 strength, 1 toughness, or 1 attacks to a unit, and absolutely smash your enemies with them. And that's it. That's all we've got for Fabius Bile. I'm sure sometime this week we're going to start seeing some like Deathguard preview rules, Custody preview rules. I may not do a video for the Deathguard stuff, but I think I'll definitely do a video for the Custody stuff, because that's what's keeping me excited the most. For those of you who don't know, it's becoming the Talons of the Emperor now, where it's the Sisters and the Custodies as one force, as it should have been from the start, to be completely fair. So that is why I'm really excited to see what actually goes along with the Custodies and the Sisters and stuff, and all the new rules they get. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that in the future, this is just a start now, and the next codex, like the Custodies get, then it will be called Talons of the Emperor, and we'll get like new sister models and stuff, because at the moment, when you look at the Sisters of Silence range, they just don't have that much. They only have 1 HQ, which is a layer, which has just been brought out with like a black library kind of box, and that's basically it. We've got like hardly any vehicles. You've got the No Maiden Rhinos. That's about it. Hopefully they'll take a book out of what what the Custodians got with Forge World stuff, and some of their Forge World vehicles can come over to 40k. Of course, there's going to be like major rule changes when that happens and stuff, but that's what I'm really looking forward to when it comes to the Sisters. Anyway, thank you for coming for this video. Thank you for watching. As always, leave your thoughts, feedback, everything like that down in the comment section, and we'll have a nice little talk. Are you liking Fabius? Are you hating Fabius? Do you like Fabius as a character? Do you hate Fabius as a character? Do you love his lore? Everything like that. We'll have a nice little talk as always, and I'll see you down there. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.